up your YouTube, search for
Forest Federation.
Watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a
Forest
assembly. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening or good night everyone, and welcome to the Forest Federation celebration. That's right, we're here again. I'm just going to tell you now, I've left some of the shout-outs at school. I'm sorry, I've left the shout-outs that you write down and put in the box at school. I'm sorry, there weren't any at Newton. Stukely, I've left yours at school. I'm sorry, I'll put them in next week. I am sorry. Anyway, 6 short words that drive our lives. Every day at Stukely and Newton, we want children and staff to feel, be and become. Our school motto is, our school curriculum is, yes, brilliant. Right, everyone. I'm now going to hand over to the heads of school. I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Stevens at Newton. I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Page and Miss Barry at Stukely, and they're going to talk about all of the celebrations, all of the shout-outs from our schools this week. When you see me back here, I'm going to apologise again for the shout-outs from school. I'm going to do shout-outs from home, and then we're going to finish up. Woo, yes!
Hi there everybody, I have the certificates ready for our achievement assembly this week, minus the glasses, so let's hope that I can read it. We are going to kick this off with a working hard certificate, and it is for somebody in Anning class. It is Austin Rolfe. You've been spotted working hard for trying his best to use all the sounds that he has learned when he's doing his writing. Well done, Austin, that's not easy. And we have got a certificate for working hard for Freya, for working really hard to develop her fluency and expression when she's reading. You're doing a really good job on it, Freya, and I should know because I sit next to you often when you're doing your reading. There is also a working hard certificate for Brodie Peachman for completing his maths work with super focus. Well done, Brodie. Lovely to give that one out. Being kind, I wonder who it could be. So in Anning class, George has been spotted being kind for always being so kind, polite and happy in class. So well done, George, that's a nice one. And a being kind for Jagir, and this is for always having lovely manners, and he really does. He wishes us a good evening when he leaves and all of those things. Lovely, Jagir, well done you. There is a being kind certificate for Lou Brown for always offering to do any job that Miss Chisholm needs doing. Well done, Lou. We always need people like you in class. And finally, what an achievement award. There is one here for Skylar for learning her line for the show, for her nativity show, and for doing it with such enthusiasm. And she's been singing beautifully as well, because I've heard her. And there is what an achievement for Mia. It's all in the family this week for great success with your spelling. Well done, Mia. And what an achievement, Emily Booth, for a fantastic piece of futuristic artwork. I'm going to have to come and look at that, Emily. Well done. Great news, everyone. Keep working hard and doing really well. Fantastic.
So I'm in a different place today. I've snuck into Mrs. Pedley's office while she's with Foundation in the hall practicing their play. So I'm going to start off with Foundation. Abdul Rahman for working hard on his letter formation. For Arya for being a good friend when people are upset. And Adil for writing his name independently. Well done. Now I'm going to move on to Mrs. Gavigan's class. Arlo for working so hard on his writing and getting his name spelt right. For Jack for his concern and kindness for other children. And for Evie, our beautiful singing in the nativity rehearsals, and I can actually hear them from the hall. They sound wonderful. Right, moving on to year one. Mrs. Green and Mrs. Corley's class. For Charlie, for comforting another child when they were hurt and helping to cheer them up. How lovely. Matas, for working really hard in his English lesson and using the Clicker 8 program to develop his sentences. And for Ksenia, for huge improvement in her handwriting in English. Keep it up, well done. Now, the other side, Miss Howie's certificates. We've got Rihanna for being kind and friendly member of Magnolia class. Working hard artist for focusing and concentrating when he's trying to work independently. And nailed it for Emily for always being willing to contribute her ideas. How lovely. Now, year 2 certificates. They are here. And working hard for Bryony, Pine class, for always showing brilliant hard work in every lesson, and you always give everything your best. Nailed it for Oliver. Well done. You know all of your shapes and all the properties. Now to get problem solving with them, Oliver. And being kind, Matthew, for being great learning buddy and always being kind to others. Well done. And then last but not least, we've got Maple classes. Working hard for Roman. He's been working hard on improving his writing and getting his best better. Well done, nailed it, Nafemi, for continuing to work hard on her writing and making great progress. And then being kind, Gabby, for always offering to help your friends and adults when they need it. How lovely.
And now for the Key Stage 2 certificates. The Nailed It certificate this week for making a huge effort with improving her writing goes to Scarlett in Mr. Watley's class. The Being Kind certificate goes to Yusuf for always being polite, friendly and well-mannered. And finally, the Working Hard certificate goes to David for working exceptionally hard with his handwriting. In Miss Lawrence's class, the Nailed It certificate goes to Isaac K for going above and beyond to make his writing exceptional in every lesson. Working Hard goes to Stephen for engaging and focusing well in all lessons. And Being Kind this week goes to Harsha for always being polite and having superb manners. In Year 4, in Mrs. Franklin's class, for Being Kind, it goes to Isla C for always being kind and considerate to everyone. The Nailed It certificate this week goes to Sophie for fantastic diagram of the ear and great explanation of the functions. And Working Hard goes to Jenny for having a great attitude towards editing and improving her independent story. With Mr. Smith's class, for Being Kind goes to Marks for helping lots of his classmates after he has finished his work. The Nailed It certificate goes to William for being consistently good in his maths for the whole term. And the Working Hard certificate goes to Toby for putting a lot of effort into his focus of his work. Hello, Dexter. Okay, on to Year 5. In Mrs. Daly's class, the Nailed It certificate goes to Adam for reading out loud to the class in a clear and loud voice. Keep it up. The Being Kind certificate goes to Igor for playing beautifully with other children in the Year 5 games sessions. And Working Hard goes to Shimon for a greatly improved attitude to your learning. It really is paying off. Well done. Also in Year 5 in Mrs. Boswell's class, the Nailed It certificate goes to Anna for always striving to be the best learner in all subjects. Being Kind goes to Anthony for always being polite and using manners respectfully to others. And the Working Hard certificate goes to Emmy for always working well to overcome any uncertainty with your learning. Really great stuff, well done. And finally, Year 6. In Mrs. Campbell's class, for Being Kind goes to Ella for
looking out for other people in the class. For working hard goes to Teddy. For finally moving on your AR certificate, it really is paying off. And the Nailed It certificate goes to Patrick for using exceptional ideas during the sentence stacking sessions in your writing. And finally, with Mrs. Peake's class, being kind, we have got Asmi for being a thoughtful and considerate member of the Sycamore class. Working hard goes to Jacob for always working hard and having a great attitude to learning. And finally, the Nailed It certificate goes to Amelia for regularly striving additional facts and figures with to enrich our learning. Really great stuff. Well done all of Key Stage 2.
Thank you, Mrs. Stevens, Mrs. Page and Miss Barry for those shout outs. Well done to everybody who got celebrated. Don't forget you get a credit as well. Make sure you get your credit on your credit card. Right, no shout outs from school. I'll do them next week. But here are some from home. And do you know what? They're all year ones from Stukely. I don't know how that's happened. They're all year ones. First of all, Lewin, you have got your yellow swim badge. Family are very proud, and so we are in school, Lewin. Well done. Finn, also from year one at Stukely, you have got your swimming badge here and you've done a lot of work underwater and you were really confident, Finn. Well done. We're also very proud. Isabel, look at your treble certificate. Woohoo! 3 times. I think they're all on the swim. Well done, Isabel, for that. And Ksenia, you've got your ballet graduation certificate there. Very proud of that. I know you are. So are your family and so are we. Well done. Don't forget, everyone, if you've got a shout out from Stukely, definitely from Newton, get them in. Send them in to me. Send me a photo and I'll get them in. Anything, any achievement, come on, let's get it in there. Right, just before we finish today, everyone, I still haven't got a who will be the best. I did promise you one last week, and I'll try and get it done. Still a delay, but it's coming. It's coming to the show near you very soon. But I am going to remind you about Get In. I thought this would be one of the best. I know there's lots going on. I know we've got Christmas coming up, school's busy. I know it. But this Get In, which is bounce a ball into something, I thought that would be an incredible one. In fact, I'm going to have a quick go. Ready? Okay, here we go. Whoa! That is unbelievable! I can't believe it! Oh, I can't believe it! Straight in! I mean, that wasn't a great one. You can do a better one. Get a ball, bounce it into something. Ping pong ball in a mug, football into a bin, a little bouncy ball into a thimble. Come on, you can do it. We've got EDK after this. Look out for Advent Challenge number 7. Look out for number 7. See how you get on. Have a good one.